Hi, my name is Alex Baumwell. I'm a senior at Providence High School. I'm doing my graduation project on post-traumatic stress disorder in Iraq and Afghanistan war veterans. For my product, I interviewed a veteran named Corporal Peter Rodriguez. He joined the Marine Corps right after 9/11 in 2001, and he was deployed to Afghanistan in 2004. 4 months into his deployment, he was seriously injured, and he came home and he was honorably discharged from the military. And after that, it was kind of rough at home, and he was having nightmares. He couldn't sleep. He had trouble being in crowds. And then 2 years after he got home, he decided he had to claim post-traumatic stress disorder. He got a 70% rating of it. And he wasn't quite happy with everything they did to help him. But it's 8 years later now. He's doing a lot better. And for my presentation, I will discuss with you what could be done to help these guys out, what causes it, and everything about that. Thanks a lot. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Corporal Peter John Rodriguez. I joined the Marine Corps in 2001 and was deployed to Afghanistan in 2004.
Tell me about you joining the Marines.
I joined the Marines after 9/11. I was just coming out of high school. At the time, I was mad. I went into the Marine Corps recruiting station, told them I wanted to be a Marine. I wanted to be on the front line. They got me where I needed to go, and I was off to boot camp.
When do you find out you were being deployed to Afghanistan? What were you thinking?
When we found out we were being deployed to Afghanistan, I was excited because Afghanistan is where I wanted to be deployed to, and we have been training to be deployed for over a year and a half. So I was excited to go do what we do as Marines and do our job.
Tell me about when you first arrived in Afghanistan, and tell me about the average day.
Yeah, well, when I first got there, I was ready to do the job we were there for. And the average day in Afghanistan is hot. You're on patrol 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, barely any sleep, and you're constantly under enemy attack every day.
Was there an obvious low point for you during your tour of duty?
Yeah, we lost 2 Marines in the ambush in Afghanistan, and they were the first Marines to die since 9/11. That was the low point. Losing 2 of your brothers and the third one being injured really takes a toll on you. But you know that's could happen any second of any day, so you just got to keep moving on.
Was there ever a time during your deployment where you just thought, this is not for me, I can't do this?
Nope, there was never a time I thought this wasn't for me. I was minute by minute, and just stayed on the attack, man.
I understand you were seriously wounded several months into your deployment. Tell me about that day.
Yeah, we were on a company patrol with about 150 Marines. The Army dropped us off at the top of this mountain, and the mountain was so steep we were sliding down on our butt with about 150 plus pounds of gear. We were taking shots while we were going down this mountain, and a boulder came loose and hit me in my face, knocked me down the mountain. Like I said, we were on our butt, so it knocked me down the mountain about 200 yards. I thought I was dead. I thought I was shot. When I woke up, they ended up telling me, you're all right. They couldn't give me pain medication because didn't know if it was head injury. So they gave me a 9mm, a vest. I walked 8 more hours, and after 8 more hours of walking through these mountains, I was medevaced and got surgery that night.
When you got back home, what was life like stateside?
It was lonely when I got back home. I felt out of place. I felt people didn't understand what I was going through. I didn't know who to talk to because I didn't want to talk about what I had been through with people that haven't been through that. I was having a hard time with getting out of the house. I was having a hard time with being around people. I was having a hard time with drinking. I was having a hard time with driving. Every time I was driving, it was like I thought something was going to blow up on the side of the road. I didn't trust anybody. I just felt really messed up and didn't know where to go.
When did you decide to claim post-traumatic stress disorder?
I decided to claim PTSD when about 2 years after I got out of the Marine Corps. Just for the simple fact that I saw it as a sign of weakness to go claim that specific disorder, but it took me about 2 years.
Many veterans don't seek treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder because they're embarrassed and they feel weak. Did you have similar worries?
Yep, embarrassed and weak. As a Marine, you're not supposed to show any weakness, and that was a hard time with that.
Do you feel that the Veterans Association helped you at all?
They helped me as far as paying me correctly for my disability. As far as anything else, it's kind of hard because I'm still having the same problems that I had after I got out of war.
What solutions did the Veterans Association provide you with?
Well, they provided good medical care for me as far as trying to point out specific problems I was having and make sure that I was getting the right treatment for that. I think they're just so full. It's just hard to give the attention I think that people need.
Do you feel that these treatments helped you?
Not really, because I'm still having the same problems, but I think they're trying, but I just think it's just so many people, especially now just coming back, it's just they don't have time for you specifically, so it could get you mad at times, but there's not a lot of programs that they offer to fit schedules.
So you think our government can do a better job with helping veterans by making better time slots?
Better time slots, maybe giving them a representative to point them in the right direction when they get out, so they're not just sitting around for those 2 years like I was waiting to claim something. Just try to educate you more before you get out and try to give you a point of contact.
So it's been 8 years now. How's life now?
It's the same, man. I still have the nightmares, crazy nightmares. I still patrol my own house. I'm still scared to drive at times. I still have a lot of flashbacks about combat. It's a difficult thing to live with, but at the same time, you just got to keep going and know that you were there, and I know that I did my job the best that I could, and that's what I was supposed to do. And just got to stay proud, man. Just remember that I'm a Marine, always be a Marine. So just keep moving forward.
Despite everything you've been through, your injury, your experiences, the things you had to do and see, would you choose the same path?
I would choose the same path if they made me sign up tomorrow.
All over again.
All over again.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Yeah, thank you.